Try not to be a cunt, it's Christmas. Take a tip from Santa's elf. A box St. Cherry, have another sherry. Try not to be a cunt, try not to be a cunt. Up with the reindeer, I'm sleighing up to Lapland. Try not to be a cunt. C-U-N-T, country, country, cunt.
These Nazi blood-sucking anti-American parasites that want to make you and your family slaves know that we are standing up against them, and we are red-blooded, and we are not slaves, and we are not bowing down to them. I'm not bowing down. I'm at the tip of the spear. I get death threats every day. And you know what? I am honored to be who I am. I'm honored to just be an average person that stood up 15 years ago and said, I'm going to defend the Republic. I'm going to defend the family. I'm going to defend the Second Amendment. I'm going to fight against abortion. I'm going to see what happens when I really take action. And we have laid waste to the enemy. If you simply unloose yourselves and become the leaders you are, we will sweep this scum into the gutter. We will defeat the New World Order. We will crush the tyranny. Second hour, straight ahead. Stay with us.
sit here talking all night. We're gonna go fucking gamble. Let's fucking go.
Money isn't real. None of this is real.
This is just...
It's free. It's free.
What do you mean free?
Free money. Lose it all.
Lose it all.
Andrew, I know you said money isn't real, but I am getting fucked.
You wake up when the alarm goes off. You go to your job. Sorry.
But when you go all in on something, I would say that does take conviction. Now, your conviction might be
How many
coming from
chairs are you
principles.
sitting on right now?
One.
Are you all in on the chair? The point really is you put on one pair of glasses. You've got one pair of AirPods right now. You're looking at me through one screen. You're using one microphone. That's a one microphone. Like, you trust it? Is that conviction? Seems kind of scary. Why don't you diversify? Why don't you use 10 microphones? The point really is things in your life. Do you drive in 10 cars at the same time or one car at one time? Do you drive down one street? Aren't you afraid that you're driving down one street? Do you take a different way? You know? So my point really is, if you're you get on one airplane, are you convicted? You put your entire family on the one airplane, aren't you afraid? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There is no second best. Okay.
Frogs are G's, bro. I've never seen a frog give a fuck, ever. Frogs are G's. He's on the lily pad. Safe.
Eats the flies. Everyone hates
No.
flies.
Flies come to him. He doesn't hunt flies.
The gay ones do.
Just chilling. Fly, boom, done. Where the gal them? They come, make new frogs. Safe, lily pad, chilling. Big boss, Cicero, Godfather. He's sitting there chilling. A frog is the ultimate masculine role model. He's just sitting there, just running his business.
Money when you buy. You don't make money when you buy. You don't make money when you sell. Every time the world goes tits up and everything goes fucked up, I smile, because days like today are days I've made money. I'm actually cash poor. First time in my life I'm poor. I have like 100 grand for the weekend. That's it. But it's fine, because I know in the future, Jah will bless me, and I might have to buy another 812 super fast. Anyway, point is, if you're watching this and you have any kind of money, don't be a bitch. Scared money doesn't make money. Invest it.
Asset. Well, Bitcoin is the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best. Okay. But take all your money, buy Bitcoin. Then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business that's in your family for 37 years and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth.
You didn't have to cut me off. Think I can never have something that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Woo! It's a celebration, bitches. Welcome, you guys, to Happy New Year stream. It is I, Tomb Tuesday. What is up, you guys? This bass hits hard. I got it. Man, you want me to hit you with a harder bass? I'm going to hit it with a harder bass. Turn the lights on. The screen is black.
It looked like that.
Feel that bass. On the download, it's got a high from the IRS.
Yes, sir.
The
Yes,
SEC.
sir.
The screen is black. That is
Check
wild.
settings.
That's wild. You are live, Cal.
I know. I am live.
Let there be light. Put some clothes on.
Sorry, I'm all signed up.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's
not black,
it's
it's
purple. We got you now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Shee, Kyle. Come here, Eric.
Get in, Eric, get in.
The trio. Zog trio.
Woo! Yes, sir.
Boomers. The boomers hate me very much, man.
Never.
Oh, you're drinking some yak. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, you guys. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's stream.
Yeah, the Christmas gift.
We got the Christmas stream. We got the A-bombs.
The nuke right here.
The Nuka-Cola. Kyle, go put on your RS Titanic Belfast. Because we know where crypto's headed. To the moon.
To the moon.
Because the Titanic never sank.
It never sank. It never sank. Yeah, it did never sank. It was the wrong shit.
What's the drink of choice of the DCC compound? It is definitely tequila and yak. Cognac.
We're gonna get that dog water next.
That dog definitely.
Oh God, man, that's just rough.
Well, Happy New Year's. I know the East Coast has already had New Year's. I think we still have the central. I think we're like 18 minutes away from I don't know, central United States, and then after that the west coast, the best coast.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
One day I shall conquer everything. There's this whole thing that everyone's talking about that there's going to be a revolution at some point, and I plan to take my swath of land, large swaths of land. I plan to take everything west of the Mississippi. 3 hours to go in Alaska. My God, man.
Leave the Hennessy.
See you 2020.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's funny, brother.
Hell no. That's just a national treasure.
Snowflake. That's right. You can have that. Coors Light. What's Coors Light? We got these Mexicans out here just blasting music out here. I am the revolution. Well, hope so, man. Hope so, man. Shit, man. What are the crypto prices doing right now, man? But let's check it out. Woo, dude. Damn, that yak's strong. That yak's strong. Nothing really, dude. That's actually pretty good. The Guay's really low, man. Right now's the time to do stuff. Video lag delay, super low res. Is it really?
Pretty bad.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure it's because everyone's on. You have like 60, 70 people.
You didn't have to cut me off. Think I like it never happened, that we were nothing. I don't even need your love. You treat me like a stranger and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Can you guys hear me? Yo, DCC, tell your family to pause the porn downloads after the stream. See, is my audio coming in okay? I'm about to go to a different part of the house right now. The audio is good. Okay, good. Yeah, loud and clear. For some reason, it's just not picking everything up right now. So I'll probably move in a little bit. But let's check the crypto prices. We got sound. Yep. I know everyone's telling me that. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. The Gwei's really low. It's like 10 Gwei right now. Ethereum, Tether, Solana. Oh, Sol's actually above 100 right now. Not bad. Cardano. Not bad. Just a boring ass day, man. Mala conexión. Vas a mi room. StreamYard blows. No, it's just the internet. It's just the internet connection out here. I'm not hardwired right now. I'm on Wi-Fi. I'm not at the usual compound. Let's see. Got some cheap Illuvium. How cheap's Illuvium right now? $90 Illuvium. Dude, yeah, it's actually pretty cheap. Holy shit. Yeah. Might have to scoop some up. I mean, this is actually really good Illuvium. If you guys want Illuvium, right now's the time, dude. I'm telling you, man. Q1 for Illuvium is going to be stupid. Stupid. Yo, you in the Manta airdrop? No, I'm not. The airdrops are pretty nice and stuff. Like get airdrops when you can, but I usually like it after it launches and stuff. I mean, the things with a lot of those things, like a lot of those airdrops, like some of them actually are pretty decent sometimes, but what ends up happening with a lot of them are pretty monopolized by people who already had like, how did this person know to like airdrop this and this and that? Well, like I figure like there's people like running game, dude. Like they've literally got like 100, 200 wallets. Their wallets are they're whitelisted. They're going to get coins, and for sure, this happens quite a lot. Like you think when like somebody launches a coin, most of these people, like there's some people that do have honor and they launch things fully decentralized, but a lot of the time they're launching something and they're trying to get their buddies as much coin as possible while saying it's decentralized. Maker pump a little bit. Oh, really? Let's check it out. Maker. Yeah, it's actually pump. Wow, it's actually a nice pump, actually. Yay, my bags. Not bad. It's almost $1,700, catching up a little bit. Like what? Like $2,200 right now, which is interesting. I made 12. Yeah, exactly. I mean, but hey, shout out to you, brother. Saying, just saying. No, definitely, man. There's a lot of great coins out there and stuff like that. $200. Yep. Get those airdrops if you can, man, if you want to. But I just been focusing on acquiring coins that I can get right now, and I can get these X's and stuff right now. Usually when coins launch, they usually do go down, and during there, that's where I acquire quite a lot of coins. But it is what it is. Yeah, some guy just sold a bunch of e-hacks or some e-hacks and stuff like that came out. He took like a bunch of losses on it and stuff. Glorious. But yeah. Manta's lowering fees on ETH backed by Binance Labs. Yeah, but I mean that doesn't really surprise. I mean that doesn't really like impress me really at all. Like at all. Let's see. Let me try the camera again. See how we're doing. Is the camera doing okay right now? Richard James. That was me lost harvesting today. Right. Yeah. That's usually not frozen. Okay. All right. Then I'll just do it like this for now. Thugging it out. Freezing and chopping. All right. Well, that's super lame. But if I do it anywhere else, it's going to be really loud. So, I mean, I got to do it here. We want more. But right now is the time to like acquire the coins that you guys want and stuff. I mean, fucking get more ETH. Buying like look, I am bullish on this thing, but if CZ goes down, dudes, this shit's gonna like there is a risk there. I mean, personally, I do think that the money they are paying for I mean, obviously Binance makes a lot of money, but I think there's been an underground current to actually pump up the underlying Binance ecosystem, since they probably don't have as much cash right now to pump up the main coin, but we shall see. They are protecting the $200 price on Binance, which is good. I mean, obviously it's $300 now, but the 200 zone has always been one zone that they're afraid to go under, just because they borrowed a lot on that. Cardano, I'm still bullish on AVAX, still at a decent price right now. It's rallied up a ton, but still great. I think Dogecoin is just the Elon Musk narrative, but he's going to financialize the app. Doge and Bitcoin are going to be used for payments on there at some point. And it's going to just I mean, people are going to figure out that you basically can't do anything on the Bitcoin network other than just send barely, and that's it. Like it's usually made for bigger transactions, or like you can do a transaction here and there, but the minute it's not the right platform for microtransactions, and then it's going to run up the cost and lag out the network, which is going to be really fucking funny. You think we can get more dip in Q1? If it's going to happen, it'll probably happen like late January, February. But we're going to have to see what's going on with the ETF news and stuff. I mean, regardless, ETF's passing of whatever capacity is really good news. But yeah, let's see what else we got here, man. And Happy New Year's to all you fuckers, man. Hey, we made it one more year. I don't know, man. I plan to hit the gym even harder. I'm trying to get the bench up to 4 plates on incline. I can on incline. That'd be really cool, and for good reps as well. That'd be pretty good, man. I'm not gonna try to. I'm going nice and easy. I'm trying to get I'm really cognizant, especially right now. I'm really cognizant as you get once you get your body IQ up and stuff, because this takes a long trust me, until you're 28 or so, you don't really know your body that well. And once you've had some injuries over the time, luckily for me, I haven't had any rotator cuff injuries. No, knees aren't shot, hips are okay. Lower back's fucked from a workplace injury a little bit, but we thugging it out. Yeah, 4 plates on each side and stuff. I'm doing 315 pretty regularly on incline right now, but that's so crazy too, because my strongest ever bench was for 1 rep max was 365, I think, or 375. Let's see, it was what was it? 315 plus 225s plus 5 pounds on each side was at 10. 60 pounds. Yeah, so it was 375 was my biggest on the bench ever. So yeah, I'm getting strong again. Big dog weight. Yeah, there's some. So I went on that stream yesterday with Rolo and that. Let me see this clown ass dude. Let me put this shit up. This shit was so funny. There's some dude out here, man. Dude, there's straight up haters in the red pill, man. But some people watch the red pill, not the actual people in the red pill. Where is this shit? Yeah, so I was on here yesterday with Rollo Tomasi. I was on here with Glenn Lawrence, Rough Stuff. I went on a Ryan Stone, Jack Napier, shout out to Jack Napier, Blastoise, Maxi, Red Pill Thor, and Come On podcast and stuff. All these fine gentlemen. And this dude right here is still considering that most aren't able to bench 100 kilos makes their opinions irrelevant. This fairy. These guys can't even bench 100 kilos and stuff, so I should listen to their opinion. The dude looks like a grown-up. He literally looks like the Home Alone kid grown up. Oh my God, brothers. Bro, this dude, legally sarcastic for the Haiti government, creator of Matic strategy, Romania, of course. There you go. That's all you need to know. What a faggot, dude. Remember why your 2023 resolution failed? I ruined so many things that could have been amazing, all because I was sad. The best thing you do after waking up is going back to sleep. No likes. Here, I'll give him his first like. Nah, pass. Oh my God, bro. Oofa. Oofa. Oh, anyways. That chode, bro. He's a chode. You're a beta male, Sonic. Super gay. That guy's super gay. But it's hilarious. So let me know, you guys. I mean, hey, you know what? Let's see if I can run this shit. So if you are in the Citadel and you want to come on the stream, I'll probably open up the stream in a little bit. Just be ready. I'll throw the link in the Citadel if you want to come on. For the Citadel, that was a cold beer. Just throw the coldie pop. I've got it off screen, you guys. Woof, loofa, man. Damn, that yak good. But dude, man, literally this is so true right here, man. I am leading you, like, everything's cake, and I'm leading you to the Holy Land, the Promised Land. Another big thing, me and Charlie, like, one thing we're planning, one thing that's kind of a New Year's resolution is, we are right now the Citadel currently is almost at 400 members. One thing that I'm really trying to do along with Charlie is we're trying to grow that thing. Shoot for the stars, you get the moon, right? But it would be really cool if we could get that to maybe like 1,000 people. I think it's possible, and it's kind of a goal of mine, a stretch goal for like where I want the Citadel to be, because with that many people allows us to do all kinds of crazy stuff, new events. We are going to be doing 2 events this year. We're going to do like a kind of a pulse chain. I'm going to be partnering with RG3 and all the pulse chain tours he's doing, and we're going to be doing one, I think, sometime in late quarter 1, early quarter 2, and then we're going to throw a crypto mindset event at the back half of the year as well. So yeah, only people that can join are people in the Citadel. So I'll throw the link in the current crypto mindset course as well if you guys want to come on. But I'll do a little show. It'd be nice to talk to the fam. So here, I'll invite you guys on. Obviously, if you're an asshole, I'll kick you out, right? So all that jazz there. Don't be a cunt. And number 1 rule of the Moon Gang. Let's see where we at. Boom, there you are. This shouldn't end badly. The link is out, you guys. It is in the Citadel chat. Shout out to Zerk, man. Happy New Year's to all the Citadel aliens. Damn right, man. Let's see, Gingerbread Man. This one killed me right here, man. Shout out to Gingerbread Man, $5. I've been in crypto for years. You should see, look at me. I'm only 14. Shee! It's purple. Dude, that's actually crazy. I've gotten not a crazy amount, but I've gotten quite a few over the last year or two of like a lot of members' younger brothers that have gotten into crypto, which is like something I'm really proud of. Like there's some guys that they got into crypto when they were 9 years old, 11. There's a couple 14, 15-year-olds and stuff like that that's got into crypto through their brothers or through an uncle, and were able to, now have a little portfolio and then got to work. And so it's like, it makes me really proud to hear that, because you are some lucky ass kids to be in crypto. Dude, even being in crypto below 25 is just insanity to me. But just imagine being like in your teens in crypto with the portfolio. Damn. Woo, Amber, man, it's purple. It's purple. Dude, definitely, man. The race is on. Let's see who wants to join first, man. Definitely. Let's see. Nick Papagiorgio. Another good call with RBW, man. Oh, definitely. Thank you, brother. Let's see where that's at right now. I got a nice little bag of that. Oh, yeah, it's up a little bit today. Nice. Very nice. Yeah. Oh, Anam, thank you again, brother. Kenneth Wheeler, wait, if you can only get in the Citadel after you take the course, then that what? So basically, if you join for every month that you're in the Citadel, you get $50 off the course, but it expires. So it's a sort of thing where like it stacks on top of itself. So if like, but the moment you use it, it restarts again, right? So like, let's just say you're in the Citadel for 2 months, you have $100 off the next crypto mindset course, you use that as a credit, and then makes the course $100 cheaper for yourself. And if you pay in crypto, another 15%, so another $150 off. We had quite a few. I think we had like 6 or 7 guys that literally were in the Citadel for the whole year, champions, got $750 off the crypto mindset course. Pretty good. Not bad. Let's see. DM Joe on the X for consultation spot. Hope you get a response. Happy New Year's. Yeah, you will get a response today since you told me right now. But definitely, I'll be doing consultations probably in the next day or so. But definitely, we can get in. I will be doing consultations up until the next crypto mindset course, and then no consultations until after the crypto mindset course. So if you want a consultation, you guys DM me on Twitter. That's where I'm responding. It just I had a couple of videos go pretty viral, just in the last couple of viral from my channel. I mean, like 100,000 views, 50,000 views on Instagram, and like, dude, my DMs are on fire right now, dude. I think I've gained like 2,000, 3,000 followers in the last week on Instagram. So that's one of my other goals too. Is like I want to be like, I want to be like 100,000, maybe 200,000 on Instagram would be really, really cool. But hey, we got the first person in the chat, man. What's up? What's up, Bryant? What's up, G? Yes, no, maybe so. I'll take him down until he's ready. Give me a sign. Once you're ready, put it in the private chat. We got another person here. If you're ready, just DM, put it in the private chat that you're ready. It's purple. What's my name? Dude, dang. It's kind of crazy. Like, we just had New Year's for almost half the country, which is pretty cool. Let's see. This dude's ready. Oh, he's ready? Okay. Boom. What's up, G? Yo. Yes? No?
Hey, what's up?
There you go. What's up, G? Congratulations, sir. You won the prize of being the first one on stream.
Oh, really?
First one on stream with a working mic. There you go.
It works.
Beautiful, man. Well, welcome, dude. Shit, man. Introduce yourself.
My name's Gino, and I also live here in Vegas. So
no way.
I've been checking you guys out. Had a little rough at the start with you guys because of some scammers, but once I got going, you know what I mean. So.
Did you get hit up with like a fake DCC account or a fake Charlie account?
Yeah, it was a fake. It was a fake Charlie account, and actually, it was a DCC. I can't. No, it was CC account, and unfortunately, the way they did it was when you look at the name, it's very well hidden because when you go to the chat, you can't see it, but when you come back out to the main account, you can see it. So it was one of those kind of scams on that way. So I was like, damn, I lost a little bit of Ethereum, but not much.
Dang, dude. But hey, man, good thing you didn't get too shafted with it. This is why, like, Go follow me on Linktree. I am literally like I'm verified on YouTube, Instagram, and on Twitter. Blue check mark and everything. The first name is Miguel. So there's the official Linktree. Follow the official manga release. Don't follow these fakes and stuff like that. This is why, like, I've literally cut down the amount of people getting scammed by like 50% by being verified on all these accounts. So if there's no blue check mark and it's not this account right here, it's a fake DCC.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was pretty good because I was like all excited. I was like, oh wow, he's actually talking to me. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Wasn't I started realizing because at the time I was focused on doing other stuff. I was I have a car that I'm stripping, so I was in the process of doing that, and then my attention wasn't fully paying attention to the details, so it's kind of my fault too. So
Gotcha, man. So since you're out of Vegas, man, what's your game of choice?
My game?
Yeah, what do you play? You gamble or you don't gamble?
I just actually I started to get into sports betting. I never was into really gambling, but within the last month, I bought one of those. I joined the pools with one of GG3's guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a little different. I gotta say that the way I like playing is more on the parlays, more the risks rather than the straight up simple bets. And I'm starting to learn that the simple bets is where it's at.
I've heard opposite now. Like GG is really. I've seen this dude cook, dude. Like it is like he goes for the X's just because, unless you parlay them or something like that, you're just doing simple straight line bets, but you're parlaying them and stuff. But he really he's about the X's on them and stuff. Like risk reward ratio.
Yeah, I'm not going to discredit this guy. He's one of his. It's not GG3. It's not Gary's. It's one of his guys that he gives the formulas to. But I thought it would have been a little bit better, than what it was. But it's recently been really picking up better. So I guess it's starting to balance itself out now.
Yeah. I mean, the guys, if GG's recommends, he usually has pretty good guys and stuff. But the one thing we've talked to him about is like, no matter what, sometimes he gets these weirdos coming in from like the astrology side.
Oh, okay.
Like there's one dude I just learned from straight up like numerology from him. And then they're already like, it's sort of like if you come in as a blank slate as a normal person, and then you will actually like pick it up and stuff. But sometimes you get people that already have it's sort of like you learn bad trading. And you have these really bad tendencies, and that's a problem. You have to unlearn them. So this is why I do like that. Like with a lot of my students and stuff, we've taught them from the ground up, and they've been good track record of being pretty successful, as well as like avoiding a lot of scams, which is really good. There's a lot of guys. There's some guys we've had over the years that been in crypto a while, and they do learn quite a bit, but they also it's kind of hard to teach. Like they don't want to let go of some bullshit they learned.
Yeah. No, I've learned a lot through, especially the last probably 3 years or so. I've learned to be more open to things. I've always been big into the conspiracy stuff, but when I lost both my parents in a matter of a year, it made me reanalyze my thinking process and be a little bit more open to things. So, lucky in a weird way, as bad as it sounds, that kind of evolved me into a different element, and I try to understand things, but sometimes you just can't. You hear me?
No, I feel you. It is. That's why I like crypto, is because unlike a lot of other things, I like to sometimes go to the casino, but that's just really for fun. I'm not going with let me go here with the fucking $100,000. Let's try to that's a bunch of bullshit for the most part. Like you get lucky here and there and stuff. You can have fun. I've made money. I've made money and stuff like that, but if I added up everything for the year, I'm probably barely up to slightly down. So but I had a lot of fun and it was cool and stuff like that. So it's a cool hobby for fun, right? But it's not oh my God, I'm going to make this killing. I'm almost Jack Vegas. Get the fuck out of here. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. What I tried doing, I'm up right now. And the money when I made I think it was $700 profit. I went and put it into crypto. So That's what I'm using it. It's like I know I'm gonna gamble it, so I try to put some of it away towards the crypto when I'm up.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Like sometimes, like I've had started this rule, especially is every time every time you go to the casino, right?
Mhm.
If you're gonna do this is for degenerates out here, which is all of you guys. Some of you guys spend your money on some side chick, degenerates, or maybe the same person possibly. But but like some of you guys, whatever the vice is for the person, like just spend the equal amount of money in crypto, and it kind of like protects. It's like a goodie. It's like a little band-aid that protects. It's like let's just say you spend $1,000 on some fuck shit. You put another 1,000 into crypto, into a crypto coin, or more than likely it'd be better if you put like 500 into this coin and 500 into that coin. That a year from now is like literally like 1,000 today is like 5 to 10 grand in the future in the next year.
Yeah,
straight up, like, and it kind of erases it. Like that's the way you got to think about it. And then too, like I had to coach a couple of guys too, because like there's some guys like they've made some great money, but they can never spend or improve their lives, and that's kind of a problem because they feel guilty about spending money a little bit, right? And it isn't like a bad spending money, but it's like you gotta spend a little bit to like not live in the trash heap, you know?
Yeah. No, I know that. Yeah, that is very sure, man. Yeah, like my journey for crypto started a few years ago, about like 2019. Then I got scammed out like this one was. So I've dealt with a lot of like the steps that I'm pretty sure you already touched on, but like that first scheme that I got scammed out of, it was a lot of ADA. Well, not a lot, but I had just barely got into it, so I had like maybe it was like 1,800 or something, somewhere around there. It was a decent amount, and I got scammed. And then I kind of stayed away from crypto for a while. Got back into it. I was one of the unfortunates to follow the Voyager path, and yeah, when that happened, it was just like fuck, like here we go again. And then
what got you into Voyager?
Some of the other YouTube guys, man. Unfortunately, I was pointed to one of the what the fuck's that guy's name? Alex, not Alex Becker, but one of the guys that you guys talked about. I forget his name. I stopped following his ass.
I mean, the guy with the name Alex it's either Alex Becker or
it's one of his boys though that you guys say that he's employed through him.
Fucking yeah,
starts with J or something like that.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the dude's name. I don't think he's a bad dude, but like it's just they cuck out for money. Like they want they don't like. Here's the main problem is that they don't have their own products and services, and they either go down the route as like, all right, I'll just sell out to a bunch of companies or take some side, but yeah, like that's why we haven't accepted anything like that and stuff. Really, like we've partnered with a couple of projects, like just to test out water to see with them. But in terms of like, as in like, oh, we're going to be advertising on YouTube and everything, like no.
Yeah. No, yeah, I get that. That's why. So like so he was one of the guys, and there was another guy too. Something assets, I think. I want to say digital assets.
Oh yeah.
And I follow some of those dudes, and then and Voyager was really, really easy to do everything on. That's what made me really like, oh wow, this is easy. So
those guys are so stupid. Voyager, Celsius, all the apps and stuff are so fucking stupid. Like it's just such a cash machine. These stuff, like it's just like you had money. It's have you ever seen the movie Casino, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like it's in the end of the casino, right? They're narrating is like I couldn't believe that they gave some fucking wise guys like us this kind of opportunity, and it's probably never going to happen again. It's like they were running all of Vegas. They just had to fucking calm down, and they fucked it up. They were making fortunes and shit, and then they fucked it up. They really did. Like even like literally all you had to do was like, I mean, just earn the yield, pay what it is. But the problem is they're competing against each other, and they want to show the highest rates. Like, you could have been just pay like even like the Celsius model. Like you shouldn't be trusting your coins to a third party, but like literally, like if you're just paying 80% of the yield to the users, keeping 20%, how are you not going to be profitable on that?
Yeah,
So fucking stupid. It's really idiotic, really.
Yeah, and what's crazy is I didn't know that much until so after all that happened, I was like, I knew I had to get back into it, and then I happened to stumble across your page, and I was like, okay, I did the whole test out thing. I went back to look at some of your older stuff to see if you predicted what was going on in the future, and then I also did that in like live time. And the stuff you and Charlie were coming across were seeming to be very point on. I was like, okay, maybe these guys aren't lying. And then the thing that personally grasped me with you guys was when you started kind of like giving a little behind the scenes stuff that people don't talk about. And I was like, okay, I was like, these guys are a little bit more on the real side than other dudes. So that's pretty much where I'm at now.
Well, dude, welcome aboard, brother. Shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing the next crypto mindset, I think, sometime in January.
Okay.
And it's the first time when we've done it in a while and stuff. We should have probably launched it early December, but we decided, hey, let's give more time, as well as like we want to launch it when we think there's possibility of a dip coming up to take advantage of something. Because like this whole month hasn't really been much of, it hasn't been much of a dip. And then this is actually something for all the people listening. One of the big things is like this is the first time I think in this whole little bull, like because we've been saying we're in a bull run. Doesn't feel like it to people, right? Because like, oh no, we missed on Ethereum, a 2x, like Bitcoin, whatever. Most people, like a lot of people are like, there is no second. Some guys are really heavy in Bitcoin and Ethereum, but like 85% of people have a lot of fucking altcoins, and their altcoins hadn't moved really, or maybe we're on a 2x. And they're like, yeah, whatever, right? And this time around was the first time they felt the fucking FOMO, and they felt like, oh my God, what Miguel and Charlie been saying is fucking real. Like once the train leaves, it fucking leaves, bros.
Yeah.
Fucking Solana doing and Solana run wasn't even that crazy. I mean, like sure, maybe like it basically did like what is it, like a 10x, pretty much, and a little bit more, maybe a 12x at the top. But that was enough to like, holy shit, wow, like, and they felt it in the airdrops, and then Boink and Bonk and stuff, and all these other coins, And the thing too, like it makes me laugh a little bit, is that when people find out about like, oh my God, this altcoin Bonk, should I take it seriously? And then it's like by the time you hear about it, like, oh my, should I take it seriously? Like now it's like too late.
Yep.
Now if it crashes now a little bit and you want to throw in, that's okay, that's cool. But then you like, people don't like the waiting game. Like if Bonk doesn't rug, like if it crashes down, like if I look at Bonk right now, right, the stupid coin, right, Bonk, right? Let's look, Bonk, right? Right? It's literally down 60% from its all-time high, which is still stupid, by the way. But look at that. Oh my God, bam, right? Let's just say it crashes somewhere down to here, right? So right now, currently it's at 14, 13, and then it crashes to 9 or 10. You buy some right there, and then you wait. But Miguel, I don't like waiting. Well, you want the gains from a fucking stupid shit coin. Yeah, but like I want it now. Well, no. That's not going to, because it's 34 is the all-time high. If you buy it at 10, it goes back up. You get 3 times your money. And if it goes high, and if it starts going higher than that, like you may sit on this for fucking 3 months. Miguel, 3 months. I don't know. That seems like a long time, like, but that's what you have to do. It's like the thing is like you have to, in order to make money, like the reason we talk about kind of mid caps and some semi small ones is that like you have to buy enough money for it matters for your portfolio. Like, if you have $1,000 on a coin, if you have a $10,000 portfolio, $1,000 and it does 100x, fucking crazy. You killed it, right? But if you have $1 million portfolio and you got $1,000 in it, doesn't really do shit.
Mm-hmm.
Did the train leave for Titan-X? Probably, probably, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to shit on the project, but who knows? Are you still thinking the looms go lower? It can go slightly into the 80s, but I mean, I would be buying here now because it's like the difference is like if you're buying like $1,000 of it, doesn't matter. If you're buying like 20, if you're buying 25,000, okay, then yeah, a couple $5 does matter a lot, Tonio, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on?
Sheesh. Introduce yourself, man. We got another we got another rascal on here.
What's going on? I'm Tony. I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm in the Citadel.
Pittsburgh, man, city of brotherly love.
Yeah, no, that's Philly. Come on, don't mix us
No,
up.
no, Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh. I fuck with you. I've been drinking, brother.
What's good? I'm
Dude.
I'm like 10 seconds behind the convo because I cut over to the StreamYard. So I apologize for jumping in here.
No, don't even worry about this. I opened it up for all you guys and stuff too. So no. What I was talking about kind of like people always want to chase green. It's so stupid. Like people want to chase the green candle. Unless you literally are jumping in to throw some quick money and then like, but I mean with quick money is like I'm throwing in $10,000, $5,000, $1,000 depending on the portfolio, riding the pump a little bit and then getting out. Like but that's me watching it for 3 days like a hawk.
Yeah.
Versus just chilling and then like, oh, the price is crazy. Bam, let's go.
It's tough. I mean, like I had a situation like that with Injective like a month ago, right? Like it was just starting to take off, and I don't know if you remember, like it was green every day. I'm like, shit, I can't buy these green candles, but at one point I was like, I just got to get in this because we're so early on. You said this before. You almost can't lose, but like
famous last words.
Yeah, right. But I don't know. It's tough. It's yeah, some of these charts, especially the past like 4 to 6 weeks, man, it's just green candle after green candle, and it's great. But when you're on the sidelines,
it hurts, huh?
You get some feels, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, this is why I've been banging on this fucking drum since this time last year, like a dummy. Like buy, it's time. And that's crazy too. Some of the alts would still go down 50-40% more. From last December, some alts still bottomed out. Still took 6 months more to bottom out, and then now we're going up. And I think one of the ones that was kind of neglected a little bit when we talked about it was like AVAX and stuff. AVAX is $9 at the time. We got some at that price point, a little higher as well, the teens. And then it just when we blinked, we look back. It's like, oh, it's $20. What the hell? It's still only a 2x. We blink again. Wow, it's there. Oh shit. My man Twinkie. Yo.
That was 100% less me. What's going on, DCC?
You're down 100%? What happened?
No, I had friggin' mute buttons, man. Got it sorted. We're good.
Okay. What's up, Twinkie? Twinkie's no stranger to the stream. This is it's one of the OGs right here.
How y'all doing tonight?
What's up, man?
What's going on? How long have you been in this crazy gang here, Twinkie? I've seen you in all the chats.
Yeah. So Q3 2021 was my first course with DCC and Charlie, and been with them ever since. It's been a great ride. I am very satisfied with the skills and education I've acquired. I've had a great time at the meetups, met a lot of cool moon gangers. Was talking to Boogie earlier today. Guys like Art Suave have helped me out with some personal situations. Yeah, it's just Moon Gang's been a great crew. So May through June 21, I think is when I started with them, and have loved every minute ever since.
Fucking beautiful, man. So what did you do for today for Valentine's Day?
I was actually talking to Boogie earlier. We were talking about tequilas, in all honesty.
About right.
Of course. Tequilas, guns, and fragrances, right? So it's all good, man. Did a lot of work around the property, and yeah, just looked at some charts, man. And that was a good chunk of my day.
Gosh, I noticed a substantial less amount of guitars in the background. I know the bottom's in. I know the bottom's in when there's not a single guitar in the background on this guy's background. That I know.
So I'm in the way, right?
Yeah.
It's under my Doc Holliday shrine. So yeah, I did sell. For those who have been around, I did sell roughly a third of my guitar collection to dump back into the market. So for those who know, that's the level of conviction I've got.
Wait, you do the third rule for guitars too?
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
What's up, Vic?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Sheesh. What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
So I got a question for the panel. So if it's all DCC, if it's all the same to you, man, what is one crypto prediction you have for 24 that you are willing to share, which perhaps you've not discussed on stream, or you're just kind of speculating? Certainly it's not financial advice. I've got a couple of things I'm looking at, but I'd love to hear your thoughts and the thoughts of the rest of the panel.
that I haven't discussed before.
Yeah, at least not on stream or anything. You're kind of like, maybe you're seeing something, you're speculating on a movement. Yeah, not financial advice. Don't go ape into it. But what's something you kind of, what's tickling the fancy right now?
Honestly, I was talking to Charlie the other day about this. Well, actually today, a little bit in the morning. Like I was speculating that I think Illuvium's going to run harder than I think it is. I've been saying that maybe it can run up to $400 or $500, but yeah, I think it actually could fly pretty high. There's reasons for it. I don't want to say on stream just yet. Maybe I'll save that for a private stream or something like that. But it has something to do with the liquidity pools. With the I gotta be really careful here. Wait. Okay. Damn, you caught me drinking. Shit. So okay.
No pressure. Yeah, we're good.
So the Illuvium essentially loses most of its liquidity pool incentives by June, July, basically. So by losing the most of the liquidity pools by June, July, that means that their yield by staking ILV is going to end up being one of the big movers. So they're going to have the game has to probably be fully on at some point to make up for a loss of yield, because right now the pool should be paying 50-60% for a full if you're staking in the V2 pool right now. In the Illuvium ETH pool is paying 50-60% right now if you're staked for a full year. So they're going to have to compensate people somehow to keep the liquidity up, because the liquidity on there is a lot. It's $40-50 million plus in that pool. It's a ton. That's actually a ton of money. That's a lot of liquidity. That's some real liquidity right there when it comes to a coin. So they're going to have to replace some of that yield somehow, but the full supply's out by that point. That's why I'm so bullish on Illuvium too, is that pretty much most of the coins are out by that time, other than a couple of vested things, but primarily the largest portion of the supply is out at that point. So fuck it. It's New Year's. Why not? I believe the price is going to have to, the price is going to have to giga pump. The price is going to have to giga pump, because you got to think of it. If I'm thinking a fucking insider asshole, right? Like a true, God damn it, Boogie. I mean, I called you Boogie. Shit. But you see what I mean? It's Boogie be saying some dumb shit to me, and then I'd be like, all right, bro, let me tell you, bro. But let me take a sip of the yak. Wait.
Blame it on the alcohol.
Blame it on the alcohol, baby. But all right, so this is my little hypothesis here. Is if I'm thinking all right, I put my evil hat on. All right, how can I jack these people? How can I maximize my profits on everyone right now? Right. That's so if they know that this massive amount of liquidity, they're probably going to lose 70% of the liquidity, right? They may keep half of it, but they may lose 70% of it. So what's going to happen? Well, okay, that means they're going to have to pump the fucking Illuvium price to a stupid level, and then they'll cash out while the liquidity is still high while it's still locked. So that means they got 3 to 4 months to giga pump it and then take a shit ton of profit. I'm going to sell too. And then I drop a little Pepe on you guys. There we go. But so I mean that's the point, because if let's just say if they're trying to maximize profit, some whale is going to be like, all right, let's pump the fuck out of this. That means that with all this liquidity, if I was thinking like an asshole Aussie motherfucker, right, which is the people who run the team, right? This is between family. We're not live right now. It's just between me, you, and the rest of the guys on the screen right now, right? That means Crocky. That means fuck. If all this liquidity is going to leave, we got to fucking do something while these fuckers are still locked up. Dun, dun, dun. So, and two, the business model, if the liquidity goes, if the incentives go away for the liquidity, the liquidity locked up on the V2. That means they have to replace it with like on-chain volume through the game. That leads me to believe that we're going to have the full game launch sometime before Q2. Maybe in Q2, but like the liquidity all unlocks because every asshole just saw like, okay, there's 7 months left. I will end it 1 month before. And there's another asshole that says, I will end it 2 months before. And one guy's like, I'm real cautious. I'm going to end it 3 months before. And that's usually about as much as like people can like future sight. So if you look, right, if there's 6 months left, seven or 6 months left, that means June to May is when the incentives end. So I would figure around that time and before they gotta get the game fully out to some degree. And from what I've been seeing in terms of like the whole ecosystem and everything like that, there's really no AAA, and I hate that word. I hate AAA in crypto. That's such dog shit. But like AAA in crypto, there's no competition until like maybe Shrapnel could possibly really come out. And that won't be until Q3, Q4 of this year, but more than likely 2025. So there's basically no real coin in the genre of Illuvium to that level that real money's been put behind until like late 24. So that puts, now the one thing that I've been here, because I was like, you know what? I did some research, shocking research. I went on like, let's see what the YouTubers are saying. Let's see. So I went on a bunch of like game, like you want to fucking shoot yourself in the head. Go search up GameFi influencers. Oh my God. Some of these guys, I can literally, they're pretty wet. Most of these guys are very wet behind the ears. You could tell, you could really tell. It's my first cycle. It's like, I'm going to blast trend and nothing else, and you could tell they've said some pretty funky stuff. But the one thing that I've seen lately, because I think there's starting to be a little bit of buzz, is I was actively watching, not the top guys, but I would just skim watch a couple of the top guys and like kind of see more of like, because I've taught this in the courses, you kind of want to like some of the guys with some of the best info are probably channels kind of medium to smaller, and the bigger channels become shill factories because they want money. It kind of is what it is, right? That's why I've always been careful. Is like, if I'm like a massive, I don't want to throw out a name. Let me throw out the name of someone massive that like probably won't care really, but he's probably a good guy. Like someone like Coin Bureau, right? Let's just say Coin Bureau. He's never has, but let's just say he starts shilling like Miguel. Like today, like let's go on the stream. I want the reason I had you Pulse Chain guys on is because today I'm launching my Pulse Chain pad, my Pulse Chain launch pad and stuff, and I was like, oh, here we go. So I'm very careful. If you put Cardano pad, Phantom pad, any pad at all, because that's freaking really lame, gay. Run the other direction, unless literally the market cap is hyper low and it's a big YouTuber. All right, you see, there's a risk reward here. I can make some money. But if like it's launching at a $500 million market cap, God damn it. All right. So it's so this is what I'm talking about is like, it's just the common sense of like, just depending, like right now, like if an IDO platform, because like I've been asked this like crazy because Sami, because of course, I'm in the Pulse Chain ecosystem. Sami's like, I like, it's crazy. I had so many people like, did Sami's Twitter get hacked? Holy fuck, this fucker's talking about like ICOs or something, shout out to Sami. I'm not saying anything bad here, but I'm just saying, he brought a lot of work to my work plate, motherfucker, because of these tweets he's been doing. He's like, what's up with these IDOs? And, like, what's up with all these things? And basically we're in the part of the market where they could possibly be profitable. The longer time goes on, it gets more dangerous. Because it's sort of like there's sort of a Ponzi game going on. Well, it's all Ponzi, right? Like this is going to be the name of one of my books in the future on the right? But we're in the sort of Ponzi part of the system where everything's a Ponzi, and we're at the beginning of the Ponzi. And here it is. It's repostification. Money circulating back. It's sort of like the Wolf of Wall Street. It's all fugazi. Like they just made a bunch of money on paper. But then you get a brilliant idea. Hey, there's another coin over here. You can put a little bit of money in this one, and you keep circulating while we're making fucking commissions, bro. You know, that scene, it actually is pretty accurate of what's kind of going on. Is you like, all right, so what happens is your Chuck E. Cheese token, whatever it is, whether it's Phantom, Cardano, Illuvium, Polkadot, Kusama, whatever the coin you hold a lot of and goes up a lot, right? Then what happens is, as time goes on, your little coin goes up a lot, and then you start becoming rich on paper, right? Waterworld, paper. That's such an old reference. I love that, Lord. I love that movie. But you start getting really rich on paper, and what ends up happening is you can start speculating. So, like, I was talking to somebody a couple days ago when they because I actually been getting quite bullish on, like, not just, I mean, I've always been bullish on the Pulsion ecosystem, but like EHEX could probably go up quite a lot more still, because all we need EHEX to do for it EHEX to pump would be if Ethereum went up to $3,000. Right, like right now, I think, what is it, 3 Ethereum or 4 Ethereum? I think 3 Ethereum buys you about roughly 1.2 to 1.3 million EHEX, as an example, right? But if the price of Ethereum went to $3,000, now it only takes 2 and some change. The price of Ethereum goes to 4,000, it only takes 1.5. And so you could have the same amount of people buying with those coins, and then what happens is it just will drive the prices higher. So this is kind of one part of it, is like liquidity bonding, where, like, if the heaviest pair in your coin is Ethereum to whatever that shitcoin, whatever your shitcoin is, the shitcoin will roughly keep up, usually lag behind if there's not much buying pressure. But then on top of that, if you start having people in the community who have hold Ethereum, will start going like, you know what, let me buy this. Their purchases will end up increasing the price anyway as well. So there's a lot of stuff that has to do with liquidity pools. Mark, there's somebody in the waiting room. Just 1 minute, I'll let you in a second. But I forgot the original point I was talking about. There's just so many. This is the kind of the thing. So the reason I go into, like, people ask me, like, why do I go into so many tangents, is because this is what I'm literally thinking of when somebody asks me one question. I'm literally thinking of like 4, 5, or 6 different little avenues, which then I'm merging together to then, like, give me my worldview of why I look at something in a certain way, on top of maybe a couple other things. And that's so. Oh yeah. So yeah. Thank you. Somebody was like making money early on the Ponzi. So in the VC world, right? It's all about, like, okay, we are going to launch a company. We're going to launch a company, high growth company. So this is why when a company with the IDOs, right? The whole thing is actually pretty exact with the IDOs with VC projects, right? Is that, okay, cool. I'm gonna open a tech company. This tech company is in the footwear space. There's $500 billion of footwear that's bought annually. That's how big the marketplace. They try to make the marketplace as gigantic as possible, and we're going to take over. We're going to be the Amazon of footwear, or the fucking. We're going to be bigger than Nike. Nike really mostly sells in stores. We're going to sell online. And what happens is they start making some money, and they spend all the money to keep growing. But what ends up happening is that usually when you do a VC raise, the traditional way for the raise is whatever raise you do, the money's supposed to last you 2 years to a year. And in that time, you're supposed to spend that money quick enough and burn it fast enough that you actually start making income. Then what happens after that is Series B. So you have a round A, you have the friends and family, which are usually just the start of the company to proof of concept. Then you actually start raising money with the round A. Then you go to round B, round C, round D, and E. So that those extra rounds is like guys who got in round A and sold to round C guys made a lot of money. Then E and D, you see as it keeps going. Very few companies, like in that illustration, it just shows you, like, so your guys who bought in the friends and family, like, literally, if you've been following me for about a year now, you are in the friends and family side because you guys bought the fucking lows. Like right now, all 150 of you guys have abandoned your fucking families. Some of them deserve it, but Illuvium, that's correct. Yes. So with a lot of these things, right? They're trying right now to grow as fast as possible and catch the certain tailwinds in the crypto space, because like there's a whole thing where someone always asked me this about quant, right? Quant was performing really well, and then something kind of happened recently where like one of their so every quarter they release kind of a quarterly statement of how the company is doing, who's kind of managing quant, and they lost a bunch of money and they were hemorrhaging cash, and they're like, uh-oh. So what happened was then the next month, the next quarter, they didn't release it. They kind of released it really late, which scared people. And when it happened is like, wow, why is the price going up again now? Well, what happened is in the last couple months that happened recently, altcoins started going crazy. And you have to remember the team sometimes holds treasury funds in not just USDC, but sometimes actually buys crypto. And you'd be surprised. A lot of these crypto companies, like they gamble, they just like you. They gamble with the fucking crypto coins and they hold their own coins. And what happened is the price of quant went up and they sell their own coins in order to bridge gaps and stuff like that. Because what happens at later stages, I'm kind of jumping from one topic to another, but this is likely. Like sometimes I've talked to some of these companies and they don't want to raise money because most companies do, just because they're just trying to get cash grabs. But some companies, like, they really do believe in their shit, and they don't want to do that because they'll lose power, and they have to listen to people, and they have to bring more people on, kind of more cooks in the kitchen. And they also can't do the stuff. Sometimes they like to act like a bunch of assholes, and they can't anymore because they've sold so much coins and tokens of it to other people. So what they'll do is they'll start, like Chainlink started selling all their fucking tokens off, just like XRP was. Dun, dun, dun. You know, XRP and Chainlink selling tokens. Miguel, what are you talking about? They would never do that. Yes, they would. So I kind of suspect, Quant's been selling coins during those financial hardships, re-up their savings, and then now we're in a better financial position. Because say it all together, you guys, a bull market cures all. Doesn't matter how stupid it's a bull market. It doesn't matter how much, it doesn't matter. If my token coin price is going up or the price of Ethereum, Bitcoin go up, I cannot do no wrong. Right? Bull market cures all. I'm stupid as fuck. Bull market cures it. I'm ugly as fuck. Bull market cures it. I've never had sex. This bull market's cured it. It's a cure all. Right? The higher the price, the sexier I am. Thank you. So yeah. So with the more rounds that are happened, so your tokens keep going higher and higher and higher, and you basically get richer and richer and richer. You then can divest a lot of your Ethereum, your Pulse chain, whatever coin you're doing, and then you start speculating in underlying coins trying to get more X's. And that's kind of what's happened a little bit. This part of the cycle is still insiders a little bit, and like real people who believe in crypto. We're just bringing sideline cash. And some people were selling Ethereum and other coins to get more gains. And what happens is the guys who win roll like I did on Solana, right? I rolled back some of my Solana back into Ethereum. You have to note that I used Ethereum to buy my Solana, and Solana versus Ethereum 5x. So that 20% got me back all the money I bought in Solana. So now I have a free Solana back.
Hey, DCC, I got to weigh in on that one for a second.
Go ahead,
I got to give you all the credit in the world on that one, because you could have had higher gains and you chose to stream. Because I vividly remember that earlier in the week. He was on.
Didn't sell the exact top. I didn't. I'm a little peeved by that a little bit. I even called it early too. I knew it was going to be in the 120 range. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All the respect in the world on that one. You could have been somewhere else.
Yeah, dude. The thing is too, like there is a bit of a sickness too. Like I saw like there's always a popular meme where it's like, the stick figure guy that's got his hands on his head. He's watching the computer, and then it's like me trading degen coins midnight. He's got his party streamer because it's New Year's, and then 1 minute later, he's back on the computer trading altcoins. That's actually not really true. Like, if you actually know somebody that actually, like, they're always near a computer, but you're not always on top. Like, there's days where there's fucking nothing to do. There really isn't. Like, you just check your yield farms. All right, cool. Collect, like, literally, like, you if you have busy work, like, all right, let me get on my yield farms. Let me check this. Let me read an article or two. Like, you're done after 2 hours. And there's some days where it's very weird. It's like you're almost like an on-call sort of like guy where like the best way I've heard describe it, like one of my brothers told me this was like, it sort of sounds like you're basically like my brother used to work for like a delivery service and stuff of like medical equipment, and you would get like called up and it would be like a temporary shift, like, hey, deliver this 3 hours, and then you're done for the day, or you wouldn't be called in. Then on the holidays, it is like all fucking day bleeding it. So especially like during like the holidays, like it'll be the day before the holiday, and then the day after the holiday with like medical equipment. And that's sort of how crypto it really is. You know, we're all degenerates here. We're like, we all have our phone. We all have like we either have like Dex Screener, like we have Dex Screener. We got CoinGecko. We're watching our prices of our coins. I just hope to God you guys don't have all your coins just logged into, like, in terms of like, you don't have the exact amount of your entire portfolio what it's worth, because that will drive you crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But here, double B, man. Welcome.
Welcome. Happy to be here. Happy New Year's, mofos. I love you all. Miguel, Charlie. That last 2 years were crazy.
Sheesh.
And the next 2 years are going to be crazy and green.
Oh, yeah.
Damn right, brother. Damn right.
Sure.
You guys deserve it, man. You guys, anyone who from 21 that stayed, you guys are deserving what's happening next, man. It's gonna be some crazy stuff that's gonna happen. But at least on the if I got this correct, like I guess on the numerology side or stuff, like the year doesn't really it does change over, but like it's not really the next year until like February, technically, or whatever. But it is what it is.
All right, DCC, I got one I'm going to throw into the mix based on some of the stuff I've seen, and certainly conditions can change. I can be proven wildly wrong.
Yeah.
I think in 2024, we'll stretch it out a little bit, but I'm going to say 2024, I think we're going to see Solana take a quarter of ETH's market cap. So I know it's kind of been running hot lately. People have been taking some profits. I've taken some profits as well. I do think we're going to continue to see Solana bring some liquidity in, and I'm watching a few different projects. I don't know if you've seen some of this stuff like Eigenlayer, where potentially Solana can be treated as an L2 to Ethereum.
Hopefully, I mean, I've heard stuff about people saying that, like right now Ethereum, I mean, because we've had the ETH road, the new updated roadmap come out for Ethereum, but things could change really, because like the market gets hot enough, Ethereum might have to do some rigid, like this is kind of why I've always been a big fan of FVM, because I know this could be the Ethereum Foundation hedging, but like Ethereum Foundation money and GitLab money have gone in to make that upgrade as well. It was kind of like a joint venture a bit, so it could be a decent place where like if they're like really having trouble with gas fees, that they may just implement it really quickly just to drop gas fees down by 11x. And then the reason I bring that up at all even is because there's been talks of making eventually, like with these upgrades, that Ethereum will become the layer 0 actually, and these L2s become the layer 1s. That's one of the big things I've been hearing really. So it's possible, but probably not. I think it's not. I think it's not.
Right.
I don't think Solana becomes layer 2. Personally,
okay.
Next bear market possibly. Yeah, maybe it can. Because there could be shuffling possibly, but it all has to do with like there's kind of this player 1, player 2 dynamic where like it's such a big, like we've always had Bitcoin as number 1, right? But Ethereum's kind of in terms of like when people really encrypt, like Ethereum's always been number 2. As long as I've been around since 2016. It's always been number 2, since always. Like, so like since DeFi has been DeFi, you know, I mean, I've literally met Bitcoiners telling me like it's Bitcoin, not crypto. I mean, like, shut the fuck up. Like, like you know, dudes are leaving. Like, literally, some Bitcoiners are living in delusion. Like they basically, like Bitcoin could, like Vitalik literally worked at Bitcoin Magazine and was like trying to get these things actively added to Bitcoin, and they just never did it. Like we could have a semi-hybrid Bitcoin Ethereum, and Bitcoin could literally be like everything right now. Almost. Not, we still have L1s, L2s coming out and stuff like that, but like Bitcoin could have been this monolith, this true monolith, you know. But yeah.
All right, and on the Ethereum side of things, we got that EIP update in the wings. I've heard early next year, 4844 for the proto dank sharding, which should substantially reduce some of those L2 fees.
Yeah, but here's the thing is too is like the layer 2 fees are nothing anyway. It is a nice upgrade. Proto dank shards, like I mean, we heard that a while back and stuff like that. I think we talked about it with you guys and stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, the proto dank shards. But the thing is too, it's kind of like it's solving a problem that's not even needed. like no one, like there is not enough transactions on these L2s to even matter. Like just normal trend. If I were to sell like on Matic or on I'm not talking about an L1, but like a Matic, an Optimism, an Arbitrum, even a Solana, it's so fucking empty. Like it doesn't cost much to do a transaction at all, unless they are now. The reason it's I guess would be pretty important if some of these upgrades could happen, because proto dank sharding is mostly for like Ethereum like ones, right? But you know, there's been like with one of the big fears with Solana, right, is that like Solana has been like they're right now they're kind of paying money right now in order to subsidize how much it costs to do transactions on Solana. It's been the big fear, right? They're spending $100 million a month right now to subsidize this and this and this, and part of it's also just because like they're giving inflation out. It's like, do you know that Ethereum, you know that Bitcoin's spending whatever it is in terms of Bitcoin a month in order to keep the network up? It's kind of like they're grasping at straws, basically. You know, like I know Bitcoiners and Ethereum guys that are really hurting the butt, right? It's like Ethereum guys are really hurting. Like I've even heard guys on Bankless sort of like question their like, yeah, I just wish Ethereum would move. Even the Bankless guys are kind of like, yeah, but if Ethereum will move one day, but like, you know, they're starting to get twitchy and nervous. You know, like I've noticed that even those guys have been talking more about altcoins lately, way more about altcoins, right? Like because the gains are the gains at the end of the day, you know.
Kind of piggyback on that level 2 topic. What
do
you guys think's the like what's the path to something like Optimism taking off? Because like I kind of like you said, it's kind of feels empty when you're on there. There's not a ton of liquidity. Like I kind of comparing it to something like Pulse Chain that has such a great community, and like even Pulse Chain feels a little stagnant now. Like
watch your mouth, Tony. I don't want to.
No, I kind of agree. Sorry, break that down. Like, what do you think? Am I saying something you think you disagree with?
No, I'm just fucking with you, man. I'm sorry.
No, I love this. Yeah, I think it's a cool project. It's awesome technology.
It feels empty, but here's the problem: is like Pulse Chain is not empty compared to other chains. Like they're just not proper. They're not properly getting all the data right. Like they're intentionally snubbing down Pulse Chain. Like Pulse Chain should be much higher than it is now. Too, a lot of the chains that are on there, there's people just act like ZK Sync. Right, that's one of the big culprits. What volume would be used on ZK Sync at all right now? Like all people are doing is farming the airdrops. That's all they're doing. Like a lot of the chain, any chain that hasn't launched yet or is like semi-launched without a token, they're just farming it like right now. People have completely forgotten about Base Protocol. Like, dude, I really do think Base Protocol is going to be probably one of the biggest airdrops of 25, but people forgotten about it.
And so I don't think Pulse Chain feels empty. I think Optimism feels empty.
I agree with them on that.
It depends. It's sort of this whole thing where like you have to know where to go to get to go. But you're right. Like it's not going to be as popular as other chain. But the thing is it's still early on, and here's why it also feels empty is because Ethereum hasn't really pumped that much yet. Even Bitcoin's like out pumping. It's not even keeping up the Bitcoin gains. It's slightly been under Ethereum gain. I mean, Ethereum's been under Bitcoin gains, and this is normal. This is normal in the cycle, like where this gets hot. This is why you can make money. Where shit's not popping, that's where you make money. Like one thing that people were telling me forever, like, oh, Optimism never moves. Optimism's never going to move. It's now at $3+ now. It's been airdropped to a bunch of people who've been using it. If you were participating in Beats at all, one coin that were very early on in the Phantom ecosystem. That branched over to there, and so a lot of people using Beats on Optimism got airdrops of Optimism token. If you were using Synthetics, I think was one of the largest recipients of like OP token actually as well. That's why I feel like there's some guys who took the courses really early on. They got like We made money in it in 2020 and 2021. It was kind of it just didn't perform really. It basically pulled like a chain link. But this time around, it's deflationary. I mean, it's deflationary now. All the supplies out, and they fully put themselves. Like that's one of the things that I'm watching. Like one of the things I'm watching is where's the big money, and I'm talking about the big Ethereum money, right? Synthetics is as OG as you can get. All the original yield farms, Convex, everybody in the DeFi space basically came out of like the 2 pool, 3 pools and stuff out of there and stuff, and all those people came straight from synthetics. They created yield farming, and the reason we have so much deep liquidity in stablecoins is because of Convex and Curve, and we also got pretty much the new. I mean, he didn't found Phantom, but he's like control of it now. Is we've got Congre now. He made all his projects originally because he was in those pools and made a bunch of money there. So, can you try video again? I mean, I could try. Let's see. Still choppy? Yes, no?
I don't see anything.
You don't see anything?
Black screen, brother.
Rugged again. But
Those federales.
The federales, that's right. But it's a lot of like it's just picking up on stuff like I think OP is a really good project. I like it more than Arbitrum, but like Arbitrum, I find Arbitrum even more boring. Really, now the only thing that is good about Arbitrum is GMX, right? But it's kind of funny how like GMX hasn't launched on OP yet. They're intentionally not launching on their competitor to give them any like volume and stuff, right? But it kind of is what it is, man. I'm gonna let
that makes
sense. Go ahead.
That makes sense. I mean, I guess the idea is once we start getting more volume, or even just like in Ethereum, that just starts trickling into these other chains and other projects, right?
Yeah, it's just early. Like the reason the Ethereum sides are lagging behind is 100% due to Ethereum. It's 1,000% what's happening. 100%, right? So that's all, and that's to our advantage. Like right now, like Pulse Chain's lagging behind. Why is Pulse Chain lagging behind? It was the biggest EVM to launch this entire bear market. It launched. It did really well. Like it actually did really well for about 3 months, and then it started coming down substantially. So, and now all the major SAC projects have come out, and now we're just waiting for things to happen, basically. Here, CryptoCon. Welcome.
Hi, man. Just want to say Happy New Year to all.
Gee, looking dapper, my dude.
No, I just came out of church, man. I'm like, hey, bro, the Citadel finally has an activity. We can all come into the stream, say hi. Crazy.
I'll probably at some point do a couple of more of these as well. Like I will be at least trying to do one of these once a quarter.
All right, man. I gotta go, man. There's a crazy party happening. I gotta go. Happy New Year.
All right.
All right.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
So DCC, I got to say, one of the layer 2s that has really impressed me thus far, IMX. That thing has no chill, just been burning rocket fuel hot.
Yep. It's gonna like, I wish I could tell you guys what's kind of going on in the background, but that's gonna be one of the big ones. It's already gonna be the big one for GameFi. As it's gonna, I'll put that as number 1 GameFi L1 or L2.
Yeah, I've been heavy on
straight up. And like, I have not been bullish. I should have been more bullish about it, really. Like, but for the longest time, I had to look where obviously Illuvium versus if I were to like pull up, right? Let's look. Right. Like, let me look at IMX, right? Or look the last 180 days. Right. So roughly last 180 days, we're talking about like a $50 low, $2. So it's done roughly a 4x, right? And Illuvium itself has it's actually done. It's kind of like Illuvium moved first, and then IMX moved afterwards. So it's going to be interesting to see if Immutable can keep up to IMX's gains. But it's actually kept up pretty well. I mean, like it's kind of been like a silent creeper pretty much. And the annoying thing about I will say about Immutable is that if you're going to yield farm it, you also have to like buy an NFT once every couple of weeks. That's the one annoying thing about it. They put stipulations to give you yield for some of the stuff, so it's a little annoying. But as long as you're keeping up with it, you will get stuff. Like I got yield for like 2 cycles, and then the third cycle they completely just didn't give me anything and just had my coin stake for no time. I just got really pissed off about that. Because they could change that. They could change exactly what are the prerequisites for yield, basically.
Did you notice that the land and alluvium has been increasing as well? I don't know if you have any or have any.
No, actually, I haven't been looking at the lands.
Yeah, it's increased quite a bit. It's slowly dragged. It didn't exactly go along with Ethereum, but it definitely pumped eventually. But it's supposedly going to come to a point where the alluvium land is supposed to possibly dump, but how much I don't know.
Oh, did I freeze?
Hey Miguel, Happy New Year, man.
Hey, thank you, man. Who's talking right now?
This is Iron Hands. Hey, I had a question. I watched the Coin Bureau video, and it was like a 10 projections for 2024, and there were 2 things on there that I hadn't really thought of or heard of before. I wanted to get your take on it. One of them was that there would be a narrative that would drive the bull market next year, that would either be GameFi related, AI related, or one that I'd never heard of, which was decentralized social media. Have you heard of anything like that before? Like related to crypto? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know.
Yeah, we can. DCC's Wi-Fi probably rugged them.
Yeah, I'm back.
I think he's back.
Looks like he's back.
Okay, you guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah. Do you hear me?
Yeah, DCC, we can hear you.
Jesus Christ. Dude, these boomers, man, they want me out of here.
I don't know if you guys know.
They got that Comcast.
Quick answer about that decentralized social media. The co-host of Timcast, his name's Ian Crossland. He's one of the founders of Minds.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
But he's mentioned that's something that he's interested in pursuing. DCC.
Yeah, I never heard of it before. I was wondering if Miguel had heard of that or not. As far as it being like a narrative that would drive the market this upcoming bull market.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that either.
It'd be cool if they figured something out with that. It'd be like a new product to offer, because it's something like with decentralized finance, like it was such a new concept and a new mechanism for the crypto market. If they could do some sort of decentralized social media, that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a totally great idea. I haven't heard anyone talk about it, but he specifically said in the video that that's what he thought would be the most likely narrative, not necessarily that it would actually happen, but like that idea would catch on and it would drive, shit coins basically into that. The other thing that I hadn't thought of that I heard about from that video was that Bitcoin would become a settlement payment system between countries that had their own CBDCs up and running. And because the CBDCs could be manipulated, that the countries wouldn't trust each other to settle in their own currencies, so that they would use Bitcoin to settle in between, which was something I never heard of, but I thought was interesting.
It is an interesting idea. was something I always heard, just like in like political science stuff, is like countries kind of live in a state of anarchy amongst themselves, right? And I mean, that'd be a perfect application for BCC, like you said, like a trustless or BCC. BTC is a trustless way to manage that, but probably I don't know what the rest of the guys think. I think something like that it probably work out like it does today, where like the dollar is the reserve currency. I think countries will, if there's a new Fed coin or something, or Fed USD, whatever they come out with for the United States central currency, I bet that's going to be the clearing currency and transaction. They won't let it be decentralized.
Yeah, I thought that it was like would be way farther out in the future, but maybe they're just hyping it. They're just saying it to hype it up, but it was on a Coin Bureau video, so I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I mean, we have El Salvador, right? And Argentina sounds like it's trying to have some more options with its legal tender currency. If there's enough countries that kind of have that deregulated legal tender, I mean, it's definitely an option.
I think I saw something recently that was an article. I don't remember exactly what countries. I remember, I think Japan. I don't know if it was Japan and Russia or what other. It was two other countries, and they were talking about having a different type of currency to kind of compete with the United States. But I don't remember what exactly the article and what the currency they were talking about. But
hey,
if I do find
welcome back, loud and clear.
Jesus Christ, sorry about that, you guys.
We talked mad shit while you were gone.
No, I heard. Bannings are imminent. So I heard a part of the question. So I heard a part of the question. So like, I probably agree with that. Actually, is a pretty old narrative. We used to talk about that back in like 2019, 2020 a lot. Was about Bitcoin being basically like no one's going to trust anything. So it's going to like these CBDCs are going to be bullshit for sure. Like because they're just infinite print. It's like infinite printing. This kind of it's not replacing the dollar, but eventually countries would be like, yeah, you have to pay me in Bitcoin. Isn't it so funny? Like 6 months ago, a year ago, everyone wouldn't shut up about the BRICS countries, and now they think it's a fucking joke. Like I said, like China's literally going into fucking default right now, which is really funny.
Yeah, I was thinking the other day, I was thinking about like the real US dollar and like how much of a scam it is. Are we allowed to say that on YouTube?
I think so.
Okay. And like, what if the US dollar was a crypto project? Like just to think about, like the founders were like anonymous on this Jekyll Island, right? They were, the big scam pump and dump. It's like the worst. The actual currency we have is like the worst example of something we'd want to invest in as a crypto project. I don't know if you guys ever thought about it that way, but trying to apply the crypto knowledge just to like regular macro, it's like, oh shit, things are a lot worse off than the normies realize.
Yeah, there's those things like that Robert Kiyosaki really popularized, and Grant Cardone took over, and everything like that was like cash is trash, invested away in assets and stuff, which is true. It is true, but for the average person, you do need cash, even though it's devaluing. The U.S. dollar devalues the slowest compared to almost every other country's currency. Now, there is one currency I've heard that could probably hold up pretty well, which would be like the Swedish. I think it's called the Swedish franc, right?
I think I heard.
I got that correct, and that's just because they're going to legalize cocaine. So that one's about to get a lot of capital flight over there.
Okay.
That's actually real.
Meet up in Sweden?
No. I'm sorry, Switzerland.
Oh.
We're going to be speaking this.
That sounds right.
Alps.
That's why Mexico's doing so good.
Gives a whole different meaning to the term snow bunny.
Has anybody heard about anything recently about the game Dead Drop? I haven't really heard too much activity from there.
No, I can't say that I have. I've heard of the game, but I've not heard of any recent, let's say, news that makes me think pump inbound.
Yeah. Very well.
Hey, you guys, I'll be back. I'll be back real quick. I'm gonna move to a different part of the house or something like that. See if we can get a better connection.
Yeah.
So while we're talking about games, which games is the group following as far as potential coins with major pumpamentals, NFTs, things they think that they're going to release or at least pump in 24?
The game I'm following heavy is Illuvium. I have land myself, and I bought quite a bit of the I guess it's NFTs, the sales that they had, where you can purchase it and um, you open them up, and I think it was like $34 at one point. I don't know what the price is now. It probably increased, but Illuvium is what I'm heavy on. I do have a few other games that I participate. Well, I bought skins, I guess to say, which is Shrapnel and Dead Drop, as well as a few NFT games. I don't remember off the top of the dome, but that's what I'm participating heavily in. But Illuvium was by far my favorite.
How's that land work? So you can farm resources that the players will buy off you. Is that the idea?
Basically, yeah. So yeah, you pick a territory type of land that you want. Depending on the land you purchase, depends on the type of alluvials that you'll get, and basically you build the land up from scratch. They give you some things, some items to purchase. Well, not purchase to say, but you can get once you get certain resources from the land, and then as you build it up, eventually you get to the point to where you can basically produce alluvials, and at that point, um, that's where
Just from the land you own, you can produce the alluvials, and that's what the players are going to try to collect and build their teams out of.
yeah, the alluvials and also the fuel is going to be a big component towards the game, from everything that I've researched. Like one of the guys that I watch on YouTube, it's Scorio X, um, and he does a lot of streams showing whether it's the land or he goes through Alluvio, the other gameplay, I forgot. I have it on my desktop. Let me look at it. Not Alluvio Zero. Not Alluvium Zero. It's put me on the spot.
Was it their other game?
Yeah, I forgot. There's two other games. I'm just trying to find the tab.
Arena and Overworld.
Yeah, Arena and Overworld. I've done a little bit of the Arena, but I haven't done Overworld yet, and I heard it's pretty slow. But anyways, the guy that I mentioned, Scorio X, he does streams with the owners of Illuvium. One of them is Aaron, and the other one, I think he's British. Not 100% of what his name is, but yeah, they just kind of give the breakdowns of the game, and it aligned exactly how DCC was talking about in terms of the time frame that basically, for one, the game is possibly going to be launched. A lot of people were thinking maybe Q1, but it's not going to be released from what the owners were saying until Q2 at I'll probably say the earliest. They're trying to push for earlier, but doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. And they're not trying to rush things either. So they're just trying to make sure they perfect it. And based on everything that's been going on, has been enjoying it. Overworld, it's like I said, it's been slow, but the results, the feedback that they've been getting from dang, I don't know why I keep forgetting it. Not Illuvium Zero, not Illuvium Overworld.
I got the
Wait,
website up. Arena.
Arena. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. Arena, that's been going by pretty good, but there's still little things that they're trying to fix. And I know that the one thing that a lot of people were, not a lot of people, I would probably say, but from what Aaron was saying, which is one of the owners, was basically that there was, they were told that at one point, alluvium landowners, they would get income from it. Now, a lot of people, just like, with how DCC talks about Ethereum, is just kind of like lagging. It's not really pumping like people would want it to do. The same thing with alluvium land. It's people are expecting to get that income right away. And the other gentleman for alluvium land that is a co-owner of the alluvium land, I mean, alluvium in itself, he was stating that basically right now, if they were to distribute profits, and it sounds discouraging, but it would only be 17 cents. I don't know. I don't remember exactly everything in terms of the whole details, but it's still a work in progress. They're still trying to figure out different little things about it. And once the game officially releases, because it's still in the beta phase, but once it officially releases the actual, I guess, what would you call that, alpha? That's when, at that point, the alluvium land owners will be able to gain a profit off the game by being an alluvium landowner. So that's just my input in terms of like everything that I've learned and everything that I've heard so far from the owners themselves. But there's a lot of promise in it. It's just right now it's a slow burn, and hopefully by Q2, that's when things possibly might hit the fan.
That ramp up makes sense. Oh, sorry, go ahead, DCC.
How does my audio sound now?
Sounds good.
Good to go.
Mm-hmm.
I had to move to Africa and back, but I did it. So, yeah. Anyway, so what were you guys talking about? Sorry about that.
I was just talking about the alluvium land overworld and arena, and I was just briefly kind of going over everything that at least that I've heard from Aaron, and I forgot the co-owner with him. He sounds like he's British. I'm not 100% his name, but just kind of going over, like saying basically like how everything that you were talking about when you mentioned alluvium earlier, because we were discussing like what are we heavily into in terms of gaming, and I just mentioned like alluvium is like what I'm heavily into, but I have other things that I time to time I invest my time into. But yeah, I was just kind of going over that, just saying that it aligned exactly how you were talking about with like Q2. That's when things will start to unfold.
Heat up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
The big thing that I'm worrying about is just really the liquidity, because that actually could help the price out, is that there's less money, so the price can pump up more, but also can dump pretty bad as well.
Yeah.
So they are under a bit of a time crunch, and I just know it. Like if I was thinking like a scammer, that's the only reason I thought about it. Like if I was thinking like an asshole trying to make the most money possible before this goes away, like that's what probably most people would probably do, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I kind of think about it in a macro sort of sense. Well, if you just think of everything in terms of money at a really big sense, like what are the big macro factors? If they're going to cash out, they need to do, that's what could possibly happen. But yeah, it could be a Q2 thing, of course, but we'll have to definitely see if they can, definitely. But but at some point they cannot waste this year, because this is how they can get ahead.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were saying. They were like, we're not gonna try to rush the project, but we're not also trying to take our sweet time with it. And I was also discussing about how like the alluvium land, not some of it, because I think it was like about maybe 1,000, a little bit over 1,000 people from what they stated are alluvium landowners, and that they were getting impatient and just trying to figure out like, okay, like we're supposed to be, gaining profits for having fuel to for the game. When is that supposed to happen? And I was just like telling the guys, it's just similar to like Ethereum, to where it's like a slow burn. It's just kind of like lagging, but once they get everything established, especially when they release the official game, that's when at that time you more than likely will see profits. It's just, it's not going to be all in one day. Rome wasn't built in one day type of deal. So
right. So I'll say this in the background is like they're under a bunch of VC scrutiny. There was VCs also invested in the land sale, and they want profit turnaround quickly once the game launches. And there's a lot of background fighting going on around that. And two, like Illuvium just recently raised money as well, quietly, but they privately raised money. So, it is, it's, we'll see. Like I'm kind of half believing whatever they say, really, because like I know for a fact how much under pressure VC pressure they are to get this fucking thing out already, too. So they are under some scrutiny in the background with their VC buddies.
Speaking of Illuvium, I put something in the private chat, DCC. You probably know this, but I was looking at the Illuvium white paper, and they have a whole page talking about how they're going to run all their NFT transactions on IMX. I was like, okay, I'm in on the IMX.
Yeah, that thing is so smooth.
It's buttery.
Transaction on IMX, that's like once you, like how DCC talked about on like numerous streams, once you've like played with IMX a few times, you're just like, man, this thing is great. Like it just convinces you more so like, this is like definitely a coin that you should definitely, put your money into. But again, as they always say, not financial advice.
Correct. But
it works.
It performed pretty well though. Since I think I literally started talking about it. I would have talked to her about it earlier. I'm not gonna lie to you. At some point, you just forget a coin. I forgot a little bit about IMX, but luckily it didn't do anything at the time. But from when I started talking about it, it's run up pretty well. Sub dollar to now $2 plus. So it's doing not too shabby right now.
Keep talking.
I'm sorry?
It's like keep talking about these coins. We gotta let these coins pump.
Yeah. Juul's another one that's made a big surprising return and stuff. Well, I'm not really surprised about it. I'm just surprised about the timing. I thought it was going to be a little bit. I thought it wasn't going to really run until Q2, personally as well. I really believe there's going to be a big summer pump in 24.
Twinkie, you asked that question. You got any games on your radar?
So for me, I do find a few things really interesting. I am watching Shrapnel. I haven't taken a position in it yet, but I personally just enjoy shooters. As far as my overall game portfolio, I would like to enhance my position in IMX. There's just been so many great deals. It's been difficult for me to keep capital on the sidelines for IMX. The thing just works. It's really, really smooth. Let's see if there's anything else on the other GameFi stuff. DeFi Kingdoms. Certainly, I've had a position in that for a bit of time, courtesy of DCC and Charlie and some of the course materials that have been covered previously. There's the major stuff I'm watching for. I got some Gala that I am continuing to watch, and personally, I'm trying to keep a chunk of funds on the sidelines just to potentially move into other GameFi related projects.
Yeah, the most exciting stuff hasn't even come out yet. It really hasn't. Like we're still currently playing with kind of like not old tech, but we're playing with like coins that kind of exist. I mean, I guess Shrapnel was one that's been out already, but it isn't. That's one I'm undercapitalized myself on. I do need to get a larger Shrapnel. I know Shrapnel is going to be a very big game.
Hey fellas, where do y'all get your Shrapnel from? Because I tried to look. I mean, because I got some skins, but I just was trying to like possibly try to get some of the coins for it, but I couldn't find exactly where. I don't know if y'all have any recommendations of what would be easiest to get that.
So I believe from memory, Shrapnel's an AVAX token. I believe KuCoin will have it. I'm sure there are a few other things. that will carry it, like Trader Joe and like Don't Hold Me to It.
Yeah.
I'm eyeballing some of the charts. I've not taken a position in it as of yet.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's fine. Like I said, I I got some of the skins off of the page from Shrapnel. One of the guys had posted in the chat. Oh, by the way, just because early on I wasn't able to because I was watching it on my TV and connecting to the device. I go by Sensei Bynum in the chat, but also Gingerbread Man. So through YouTube. So just wanted to acknowledge that.
All right.
Yeah.
So I got one for the fellas. With respect to GameFi, I think a number of us will agree that GameFi is going to be one of the key narratives for 2024. My question to y'all is why? Why do we think GameFi is going to pull away from a number of other sectors or projects or spaces as a whole in the cryptocurrency and blockchain, let's say, projects and communities? I'll give my answer. It's the seamlessness and usability of a lot of it. Once you're kind of a little bit touching the surface of it, hey, I'm able to click a screen or move my character, or like as far as the blockchain and gaming space, a lot of shit just works. So for some of the normie folks who may be tuning in for the first time, they may not understand the concept of going to these different sites and NFT trading places and like, but hey, if I pull up a specific game browser and I can see my stuff in there and move it around and flip it around for real world dollars or in-game currency or my carnival tickets, that makes a lot more sense to me. It's a fluidity of experience and seamlessness of the way I interact with the game or the application. That's why I think it's going to be one of the hot sectors for 24.
I think that's a really good answer in terms of that. I mean,
I think it's a natural progression of what people do already. I mean, I bought coins from Chinese farmers on WoW way back in the day because I wanted, shit online to go around the rules.
Chinese gold farmers.
So, and my son plays Fortnite and likes the skins and wants me to give him money to get new skins and shit. You know what I mean? So it's just, and crypto's the new money and it's a different way to interact with it. It's just kind of natural almost, especially for younger people, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. Especially with the fact that like
CSGO's conditioned them to gamble.
What was that?
CSGO's conditioned them to gamble.
Yeah.
But it's true, like all the stuff that's popular today was stuff that I learned from fucking video games years ago and we just brought to life.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
So much of an easier transition for a lot of our generation and generation after us that are born into playing video games and especially Fortnite, which that's something that with Illuvium, Pokemon Go, all that stuff, it's something that can of course now they at that point, because there's a few people, well not a few, but there was people that have been doing the Illuvium arena tournaments and brand new to crypto, but they love the game but they have zero knowledge on crypto itself, and all the guys and girls were helping out with any of the new users to learn how to basically onboard to get into crypto, set up their wallet, get some IMX, etc. And yeah, I think that's a good reason as to why I think the GameFi market would be something that a lot of people are going to onboard onto, just because of just a lot of us are gamers. We're born into playing games. Entertainment is
Yeah, I was thinking, like, when I was a kid, I would sit on the top of a mountain in the Conan Barbarian MMORPG game trying to farm gold so I could flip it in the in-game economy. Like, I can't even imagine if that was like real money. How much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd probably be worth a lot, man. You probably would have made 100,000 on that shit.
I know, right? Like, I knew
It's
the one
crazy.
spot
It's
where the monster
mind-boggling
spawned.
how much money kids actually would probably make if they could, if it was real money.
Yeah,
right.
Because especially when you're a kid or like a teenager, like you have that time that you'll find that one spawn where that one creep pops up and drops that one scale that you can sell for 10 gold, right? And like it's once you get the normies and the kids in, it's gonna blow up. That's my answer.
Definitely. Hey, you guys. So before I wrap up the stream, what are the New Year's resolutions right here? I want to hear from the Moon Gangers and stuff. I'm gonna put Twinkie on the spot right here, man.
Oh,
What's
shit.
the New Year's resolutions, man? What are you trying to improve upon, brother?
All right. So I don't do New Year's resolutions personally. My argument is don't wait for one day. Might as well make today day one. That said, I will take heavier stock of my life around my birthday. It's January 28th for anyone who's particularly interested. But let's say some of my goals coming up that, how do I want to recalibrate my life? Certainly, I think I need to be a little more disciplined and a little more focused on crypto. Yeah, I've been around since 21. I've had the opportunity to Johnny Appleseed some bags out into a multitude of projects. It's getting a little unwieldy. I need to trim a few things back just so I can keep track of everything. One of the other improvements I think I can make as far as, let's say, that aspect of my life is setting up better tools and processes for certain things. So, okay, we all talk about, hey, I want to try take mad profits on my bag. What does mad profits look like for you as an individual? Yeah, I want to keep certain things in reserve for that 10,000x or better, but should I be sneezing at a 5x or a 10x? And what are the odds I can make multiple 5x's versus 125x and a lot of things like that. So just being a little more disciplined about some overall profit taking. Certainly some of my toys back there have been paid for by cryptocurrency, courtesy of Miguel, Charlie, and some of the supporting crew members behind the scenes on that front. For some of the folks maybe who haven't seen me on stream before, I do got a few nice toys, some stuff that's handmade. I've got some guitars that are like one of 3 in existence. So yeah, some really cool shit has come my way by way of crypto. Quick side note, I do encourage everyone, when you make a solid chunk of gains, buy yourself a little something, nothing extravagant, might be that watch. For me, it's guitars, right? So every time I look at it, I pick it up, I play it. It's like, oh yeah, I can do this. This shit works. Outside of that, just staying persistent, staying consistent. I might not 1000x my bag this cycle, but I can certainly 1000x my knowledge.
Haram. All right, Vic, man, what are you aiming for this next year?
Well, in terms of my personal or in terms of the crypto?
Whatever you like. I mean, personal or crypto. And so I obviously a little crypto. I want to hear a little crypto in there, but obviously some personal stuff as well. I see some of the chat going into the carnivore diet, which is pretty cool as well.
Okay. Well, in terms of crypto, just trying to obtain a 6-figure portfolio. I would like to get enough to basically, in terms of my personal life that involves it, basically have my son to where he's in private school, not trying to have him into a public school. Kind of like, a lot of stuff that,
that's a great goal, brother. That's a great goal.
Andrew Tate or Louder with Crowder, just, how the indoctrination with the schools are today. So that's like one of my biggest motives, but really just trying to put myself in basically in the 6-figure tax bracket and beyond at some point. But that's just, a jump start. That's really my main goal.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Your portfolio will hit 6 figures. I've yet to see anyone who didn't get a full cycle that didn't hit 6 figures. You will hit 6 figures, brother. You will.
I believe it.
Yeah, I know it. It's not even believe. I know. It isn't if, it's when. It will be this cycle. So keep on, especially with the research you're doing into Illuvium. That already shows. I mean, like just here, I did hear some of it, and you're a smart guy. You're gonna make some money, man. It's just controlling the urge. But at some point in 24, for some like the guys here on stream and some of the guys watching me right now, it is going to be about like taking a little off the table. It's going to hurt. Taking a little off the table early. It's going to suck, but just making sure that you get back all the cash you put into the market. And putting that away So it's like and then a little more clarity. I know a lot of guys right now, like I've told guys to work as much as they possibly can, and it's true. But some point in end of 24, we got to tone down the work hours a little bit, and just they got to be like Citadel machines, crypto mindset machines, and YouTube watching machines in terms of like watching other like influencers going on Twitter, just because it's sort of like, all right, the ball's being kicked, you just got to catch it now. And you got to keep your eye on the ball. I've seen a lot of guys as the market goes crazy and crazier, they start vacationing like crazy, or they start, in other words, they work even crazier and they're not paying attention, and then they miss the tops, or they're not like I'm trying to like, one thing that I'm trying to do for 2024 is I say it's more 25. I'm trying to travel at least I can in 25. I'm trying to be at home at my computer at all freaking times, But dude, that's actually a great point. Stuff, especially like that stuff too. Like I'll tell you this, like I tried for a long time to get certain goals done financially, and it wasn't like, oh my God, a girl or this and this. It was like trying to get my family right.
Yeah,
financially. That's what put me over the hump.
Speaking about that, I joined the course back in 2021, and this is actually my 3rd month in the Citadel. A lot of great information for those that thinking about joining. Don't hesitate. Go ahead and put that money to the side and just invest into it. It's a great opportunity. There's a lot of great guys in there. Just the other day, we had a guy that was taking a crypto exam, and he basically was getting helped out by the whole chat.
Yep.
So
how those questions weren't even like crypto related, really.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Also, I want to thank you, DCC, for calling that shot with the Solana, because I sold mines at 118.
Yep.
So I wasn't exactly at 120, but basically. But you called it. You said you think Solana's going to hit about 120. I think I took about I think it was 750 profit, 1/3 of my portfolio. So I was like, I appreciate it.
Hell yeah, brother. Heck yeah.
But outside of that, that's really my goals. I mean, I definitely want to travel more too. So outside of getting my son into private school, which he's only 2 years old, but I got plenty of time. Well, not plenty of time, but I got time until that time comes. But yeah, want you to know I appreciate you, and you can move it on to the next person. But,
hey, thank you, man. That's why I do it for, man. I just love it. Like I literally started streaming just because I had no one else around my life that really knew. Like, I mean, I was always into finances and like investing, and absolutely no one around me was into it. Like, I was just a lone Hispanic out here talking about money, literally. And now I have like a family, and I've got a network of people, and like I can literally go to any city in the world and just tweet out, hey, I'm going to be in this city, and I'll meet up with like between 5 to 10 people in a city anywhere in the world. And that's so crazy to me, man. So This is why I do it for, and it's going to be bigger and bigger and bigger. But Tony O, brother, what's the plans for 24?
I think on the crypto side, similar to what the other guys said, hit some personal targets dollar wise. Just try not to fumble anything. I'm honestly deathly. This is my first cycle, so I'm terrified I'm going to fumble this bag. But I think like you, the Twinkie said, just got to pull those profits out when it makes sense. Don't get too greedy. On the personal side, I think just try to get healthier. Drop some LBs. I'm also trying to expand my social circle in my town a little bit too. So a lot of my friends got married off, and they just like spend time with their families and stuff. I'm like, oh shit, I'm sitting here playing video games, looking at my crypto charts, which is cool. But once we start making those profits, I want to kind of flip that into upping my lifestyle, getting out there, expanding that circle.
Dude, that's perfect, man. You ain't gonna fumble it. You're with the fam this time, man, and you're right here at the beginning of the cycle, dude. So you're in good hands, man. You're in good hands. So let's see what we got. We got Iron Hands, brother. What's his plans for 24?
Hey, I've had the same resolution for a long time. Is this is the year I'm finally going to get my shit together, man. That's what I'm going to do.
That's the most realest shit ever, dude.
Oh, but
Straight
hey,
to the point.
I may be a little older than you guys, and I found Charlie and Miguel at a change of point in my life after getting divorced and seeing a way out of the rat race, and it really gave me a thing to like work towards at a low point in my life. And I also want to thank you, Miguel, for being on stream and putting out that information and being there for me at that time, and for everybody else who obviously are getting gains and making improvements in their life off of the balls that you had to put that information out there, which is cool, and I appreciate that.
I mean, I did it in baby steps, man. Trust me. Like, it was a audio podcast only. Then I was doing streams with my camera off, and then eventually I got the balls to put to actually put my face on the screen. So, but by hook or crook, you got to do it at some point.
Yeah, well, you're doing it, and I appreciate it. And but yeah, so for me, it's this is my first cycle too, so I'm trying to learn to trust myself, because anyone I talk to in real life about this stuff is just their eyes get all big, and they're like, oh, okay, it's like a weird look. But I was at the meetup, the last one in Vegas, and I met all you guys there, so that was like really gave me a real pump up in that, as far as that goes, I guess. So
it's real people, man. It's real. The Moon Gang's real, man. I know.
It's hard to believe that the numbers are real, though. It's hard to believe that the X's are real. It's crazy.
Yeah, man, it's really real. I mean, this is why, sometimes like you'll hear a guy in the Moon Gang or me and Charlie go like, "Oh, we made some X's on this coin," but like when like the whole market finally moves and then like enough of the main L1s move, everybody gets the gains and they're like, "Wow, it's real." Like I've had so many messages on this last like month where like they couldn't believe how much money they started making. Like some guys made their first ever like thousands, and other people like made a couple $100,000, $1 million on this last move. So it's really real, and it's just keep a level head, and we'll take a little profits. We're going to Johnny Appleseed everywhere, but yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off, brother.
No, that's it, basically, man. Happy New Year, man. Love you guys. Moon Gang forever. Por vida.
Por vida, man. I'm kind of like Twinkie here a little bit. I kind of do think the New Year's resolutions are kind of bullshit sometimes as well. But like I will say this though, I'm gonna keep on the gym thing. Like I'm so happy I'm back going. That's one of the major things I've been focusing on. Not just getting strong, but I'm actually gonna be cutting. I'm trying to hot boy summer. So I'm trying to drop. I'm trying to drop some serious weight as well. And I've got the exercise part down. It's trying to get the diet part down, definitely. But in terms of crypto, it's just basically for me, it's just making sure I'm one half of the crypto mindset. So it's just leading the ship in the right direction along with Charlie and trying to onboard as many people as possible while the getting's good. And then going into more like I'm going to be very honest with people, especially into 25, that we're in the market right now, but we're just flipping. We're kind of like hot potatoing at that point versus like you guys are actually actively investing in value investing. And in 2025, we're just fucking speculating, really speculating. It's not going to be like there's going to be a big difference, but the money's faster, which is really nice. So it kind of I guess it kind of is what it is. So yeah, man, thank you guys so much for joining me. We're about to have, in 15 minutes, we're about to have a New Year's here on the West Coast. In an hour, 15 minutes, the guys in Alaska. And thank you guys so much for joining me. We're definitely going to be having an event sometime in the late first quarter in Las Vegas, and then we're going to have another Las Vegas event, I would say in third quarter. So the next crypto mindset meetup is probably going to be late second quarter to mid third quarter, just to give you guys an example. So we're going to have 2 live in-person events this next year. And It's gonna be really great. We're probably gonna have some I might even do an East Coast event and maybe a European event in 25, just to make sure. Like we might go on more of a world tour, but we're gonna keep it here on the coast and stuff, just because we're just trying to be able to always be able to function and stuff. So with that, man, love you guys. Have a great one. Happy New Year's, and let's go make this cash.
Thanks, DCC.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Later, guys.
New Year.